Hello and welcome to Rathods Science Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 15th August 2024. So actually, first of all, I wish you a very happy Independence Day for all of you. So here I am going to elaborate about 5 topics in this class. And apart from that, there are other articles which are important. I will be showing you at the last and I will be giving you the details regarding this as well. Okay, so if you see the list of topics that we are going to see in our analysis, so first topic it is about inflation. So this topic you will be seeing from GS paper 3 under economy point of view. And next one here is you are going to see about the new era of health care in India, especially after independence. So what are the changes that we got in our healthcare sector in our country? So that is given clearly, and what advancements we can make. You have to focus on those measures. And next one is here President approves 4 Kirti Chakras and Shaurya Chakras. So actually they are about the Gallantry awards. So in this Gallantry awards we are having 2 types of awards. First one is during the peace time and second one it is about war time. So every year, so our president will be approving these awards. Okay, so you have to know which are those awards. And actually in 2022 prelims, you got prelims based question on these awards. So from that point of view, this article is very much important. And there's a very short article regarding Global South. So actually you have to understand what is this Global South. And if time permits, you have to make the list of the countries which comes under part of this Global South. And next topic, it is about 3 more Ramsar wetland sites they added in our country. So now the total number goes to 85. So here how can you expect, the question is every year some or more list will be added or deleted. You have to know in which state they had been added and which state they had been deleted. And it is talking about 3 and you have to see those 3 sites and in which state they are located, right? So this is a brief idea regarding the topics that we are going to see. Okay, so first article it is about the decline in inflation. So actually we discussed in yesterday's class. What we discussed? I'll break your heads. Tell me what we discussed in your yesterday's class. Fast. So there is declining of inflation and it is very low. Okay, so what is the percent that we discussed in yesterday's class? 6.5. Very good. So it is 3.54%. So we discussed that inflation is 3.54%. So actually this article is saying about inflation is low, but what is the reason behind this low inflation? Okay, let me write the topic first. It is talking about inflation. So where you will be reading this topic? In GS paper 3 under economy, and you will be reading under GS paper 2 and 1, that is society and social issues, and you will be seeing under GS paper 2, that is governance. So what are the dimensions you have to see here? So first one is you have to see what is the meaning of inflation. So every day I will be saying the same story. So there is increasing of prices of goods and services in market is called as inflation. And you have to see next one, types of inflation. So how many types? Demand pull, cost push and built-in inflation. And you have to see what are the reasons for increasing of prices, and you have to see what is the impact. So what happens if there is increasing of price of goods and service in market? Tell me what happens because of increasing of prices. What will be the impact? What happens? So because of increasing of price, purchasing power parity will be decreases. Purchasing power of rupee will be decreased. Next, demand for goods will be decreased. So whenever there is decrease of demand, what happened? That will leads to decreasing of economic growth of a country. And whenever there is decrease in demand, there will be obviously decreased production. So because of decreased production, what happens? Decreasing of exports, and also there will be decreasing of employment opportunities. Okay, that will leads to further declining of standard of living of people, right? So all these were the problems. So here what exactly this article is saying that, So now there is very low inflation, that is around 3.54%. So now tell me what might be the reasons for this decreasing of inflation. Okay, what might be the reasons? Tell me. Population rise, how it will leads to decreasing of inflation? Okay, I want exactly what are the reasons for this inflation. So actually now there is a cool down of vegetable prices. So first one is cooling down of vegetable prices, and next one is because of base effect. So what is this base effect? So we are comparing inflation of this, what is this month? August. We are talking about July month inflation, right? So we are comparing inflation of July 2024 with July 2023. So it is called as a base effect. Whenever we are comparing this month's inflation with last year, so if the last year inflation is high, means obviously if you are comparing now, there will be decreasing of inflation in this year, right? So that is the thing which mainly said here. So the important reason for this declining of inflation in month of July 2024 is because of base effect. Okay, so that is the important reason which is given here. So India's retail inflation dropped to 3.54% in month of July, and it is the very lowest in last 5 years. So it is mainly because of declining of food prices, especially there is declining of vegetable prices. So earlier 1 kg tomato will be like 80 to 100 rupees, but now yesterday the tomato price is 25 to 30 rupees in Hyderabad. Okay, so it is one important reason. And whenever you are taking the price of vegetables, you have to focus on these three: pot, P for potato, O for onion, and T for tomato. So these three prices will be deciding the inflation in the market, especially food price inflation. So whenever the price of this onion, potato, and tomato will be increasing, obviously the thali price, that is the plate price, will be increased. Okay. And next important reason they are saying is because of base effect. So decline of inflation is largely attributed to last July's high inflation rate. So when we compare to last year July's price, and if you are comparing this year July price, so this year is very less. So because of this, yes, now we are expecting that there is a very high decline in the inflation because of majorly base effect. And next one here is, so here household impact is also there. Despite lower inflation rate, even households, they continue to struggle as month on month prices increases, especially on these essentials. So even though now food inflation is decreasing, but households are struggling a lot because on other areas they are increasing of prices is happening in the market. So whenever they are spending on other items, what happens? Obviously the savings and the budget will be straining off, right? And next one is, if you see the vegetable prices, so in India now in this month we are seeing there is decreased prices of vegetables, but even though there are other items where the price is high. So can you tell me the food items where the price is high? For example, pulses, right? For example, some multigrains. Okay, so in that areas, yes, there is a high amount of prices. Okay, I wrote somewhere. Okay, for example, pulses price, for example, ghee price, for example, important facts, like if you want to take any paneer, so in that areas the price is increasing. Okay, especially pulses and cereals, there is high inflation. So because of this, it is affecting the affordability of that so and so household. And next one is, we are also having the trend of core inflation. So what is the meaning of core inflation? So which sectors will be included? Core inflation. Very good. Core inflation. Core items. Which are the core industries? We have 8 core industries. What are they? Ferns 3C. How many times should I say? F for fertilizer, E for electricity, R for refineries, N for natural gas, S for steel, cement, crude oil, and coal. Okay, those are the core sectors. Apart from that, we are having very important products that we consume, that is called as core sector. So in that core sector, there is increasing of price. Okay, not only beyond, whenever we are taking inflation as together, if you are removing food and energy, that is called as core sector, right? So in this core sector, there is increasing of prices. And next one here is there is also impact on investment. So there is less private investment we are attracting. So because of that, there is also impact. Okay, so here there are some future predictions. You are saying that. So in future, we are going to have like higher inflation in the coming months, because we don't know like when this onion price, potato price or tomato price will be increasing, and we don't know like whenever this crude oil price will be increasing, because of the geopolitical tensions now, like Israel war, or for example Russia Ukraine issue, because we are getting this brunt shale gas, okay, shale gas and shale things from Russia at a discounted price, and we don't know when that price will be increased or decreased. So in future, so if you are having a high inflation, yes, we have to focus on our proper economic policy, and we have to focus on economic recovery. So those things that we have to be taken care of. And even we don't know like when the harvest will be more or when the harvest will be less. Actually, you know that this year, IMD and as well as other private organizations said that we are going to have El Nino. But if you see the rainfall, it is very, very scarce, especially in this Telangana region. So whenever there is no proper rainfall, obviously the agricultural productivity will be affected. Okay, so that is the thing. We have to focus on the weather conditions, climate change. That will be also having impact on our economy. Okay, say this article, freedom from dependence, a new era in healthcare. So we are celebrating 78th Independence Day, right? So after we got independence, so how we transformed in our healthcare? So do you have any idea? So you have done with your geography, right? So in geography and population, you have demographic transition theory. Yes or no? Malthusian theory, Marxist theory, and demographic transition theory. So these are the three theories which says about the population growth in the world. Actually, it is about the world geography. Yes, now tell me, in this demographic transition theory, how many stages you will be having? At the first stage, there will be high birth rate and high death rate. And slowly what happens, death rate will be decreasing, right? At that time, the population explosion will be happening. At the last stage, there will be decreasing of birth rate and death rate. So the population stall will be happened. Yes or no? No idea. Very good. What happened? For what you did in geography? Population theories. It is very important. Sir also explained this. Very good, students. Okay, online students. So please focus on these theories: Malthusian theory, Marxist theory, and demographic transition theory. Especially there is a chance of getting question on this demographic transition theory, and already prelims also, in prelims also you got question regarding this demographic transition theory. So actually now tell me, what are the advancements we made in our healthcare sector? You have to answer this, healthcare. So in health sector, what are the advancements we have? Online students, so please, YouTube students. So what are the advantages in our healthcare sector? So earlier, when we got independence, so there is high birth rate and even high death rate. So if you see now, there is very low death rate. So because of this very low death rate, so we also increased life expectancy of the people. So what is this life expectancy? Yes, how many days you will be alive, that is how many years you will be alive, it is called as life expectancy. Do you know the normal life expectancy of Indians? So how many years Indians can survive? How many years? 100 years. So see the life expectancy of India. So take down. So life expectancy of Indians and life expectancy of Americans and Japanese, and you have to see Koreas and China. So these countries. So if you see this, then you can use this data when you are writing your essays. Okay. Yes. So here, one important thing you have to focus is there is increase in life expectancy in India after we got independence. Now tell me what advancements we made to decrease this death rate. So what are the changes that we brought in our healthcare sector? Fast. Huh? Okay, so we are focusing on labs or test so that we can focus on early diagnosis, right? Okay, early diagnosis of disease. Next. Yes, we are also using modern technology. Yes, very good. We are focusing on vaccines so that we are preventing vaccine preventable diseases. Next. Yes, there is increased penetration of hospitals. Yes, compared to the time we got independence, now we increase doctor to patient ratio and even nurse to patient ratio. Next. Come on, come on. Yes, that comes under increased penetration of hospitals. Yes, there is increased medical training in India. So do you aware about this one more Nirbhaya case in Kolkata? It's a very brutal. So actually because of this now, medicos they are doing protest across the country. Yeah, next. Tell me what are the problems you are having in our healthcare sector? Okay, we have to see that area also. Tell me what are the problems in our healthcare sector? Lack of, yeah, there is very less ratio of doctors. Next, no proper sanitation and infrastructure. Yes, equipments. Yes, awareness is very less, very good. Awareness is less regarding diseases. Next, we will be always focusing that after once disease come, we will be focusing on treatment of that disease. So Indians, they never focused on preventive medicine. So always there will be one quote like prevention is better than cure, but we will be not focusing on preventive medicine. Let it come. So after once it come, we will be taking care of. Okay, preventive care is very less. Next. Yes, commercialization of hospitals. And even in government hospitals, so whenever the doctor is there, so he'll be not only going to government hospital, he will be having a private clinic. And he will call his attenders or the patients to come to that clinic after the government doctor time, government hospital hours, so that he will be getting more profits. Next. Yes, organ transport mafia. Next. And even in medicines also there is low quality of medicines. Yes or no? Shankar Dada MBBS movie. Next. Yes, because of no proper clinical trials. Because of no proper clinical trials in India, directly after the drug is invented, it is coming to the market, it is causing losses of life. And one more problem is patents. Dhruva movie. So because of this patent, there is no proper affordable medicines are available. So medicines have become very costly, especially cancer treatment related drugs. Okay, so these are the problems. Okay, yeah, that comes under this only quality. Okay, that comes under improper regulations, not following rules and regulations. Yes, yeah, that is also. So they'll go to RMP. And actually, recently, one incident was whenever one person, he's very good. He went to RMP just he gave 2 injections to that so and so patient. Within a span of 2 minutes, he died. This event that happened in our village only. just recently, just 15 days back. So here, yeah, this kind of instance will happen. So if they're not having proper training, then that causes the loss of life also. So now let us see what this article is saying. So we have to take the data here. Okay. So the data which is given here is very important in this article. So after once this class is done, so you will be seeing the data here. India imported medical devices over $6.24 billion in 2021 to 2022. And whenever we want to get this type of equipment, what happens? There will be increasing of investment and we have to pay more in the forex reserves. Again, we have to connect with our economy here. Okay. So here this article is saying that healthcare transformation happened in India. So because of this, India is a very desirable country for medical tourism now. That means people from other countries, they are coming to India to get just medical. Okay, medical means like surgeries, medical assistance, etc. So I did internship even here only in Kim's Hospital in Secunderabad. So that too, I was very much interested in gastroenterology and I did my internship in this gastroenterology department. So there many Africans used to come to that sir to have the surgeries regarding pancreatitis, liver cancer, like that. Okay, so here India is very famous for medical tourism. Why medical tourism is famous for India? Because the cost is affordable compared to that of other countries, and we're also having that much experienced doctors along with the proper infrastructure in some multi-speciality hospitals. Okay, and next one here is economic implications. So whenever medical tourists, they are coming for getting medical facilities in India, that will be promoting obviously our economy, so that we can drive economic growth and even we can enhance our national prosperity in this healthcare sector. And next one here is whenever we are making our own products. For example, in medical field, we need many devices. For example, we need nebulizers, we need oxygen cylinders, and we need some other equipment. Have you ever gone to this operation theaters? So in operation theaters, we will be having large of equipments, big equipments will be there. So actually one important thing from India point of view is we are manufacturing our domestic medical devices under this Make in India initiative. So because of this, what happened? So we can boost our domestic production so that we can improve our self-sufficiency in our healthcare. And next one is youth are also engaging in this healthcare. So actually many students after completion of their intermediate or plus 2, so they are entering into medical background. And even in our country there is increasing of medical seats is happening gradually. So because of this, yes, we are going to make the future innovations, research and development in this medical field. And next one here is we are also focusing on a very holistic approach, like we are focusing on physical alignments. So earlier in our healthcare sector, we will be focusing only on just treatment part, but now we are focusing on even preventive parts like development of vaccines are happening. So even for dengue also we are going to have the vaccine soon. It is in the phase 3 clinical trials. And next one here is not only that, even nowadays physiotherapy is also become very much famous. So do you know about this physiotherapy, what it happens? So they will be having just exercises so that they will be getting some relaxations from the symptoms you are facing, right? So even we are focusing on other physical alignments and as well as we are focusing on physiological needs. And do you know about this right eat movement? Right eat movement. So whatever you are eating, try to eat healthy movement. So it will not applicable for me. I know it is not applicable for me, but government came up with this right eat movement to decrease cardiovascular diseases and lung diseases, etc. Because one important reason for this cardiovascular disease is fat, cholesterol. So wherever you can see, like it will be depositing in each and every part of our body. So it is not at all good for health. So because of this, to make the awareness about the diseases, government came up with this right eat movement. Okay, so in that way we are focusing on holistic. Holistic means everything is included. And next one is even for India, we got the global recognition. Okay, regarding, yes, we are having dedicated healthcare professionals and even we are excelling in this medical field. And next one is even we are also focusing on innovation opportunities. So whenever we are focusing on research and development in this medical field, obviously healthcare will become more affordable, right? Okay. And see this article, the seductive trap of the civil services, selective trap of the civil services. Tell me this article, what is it talking about? I think it had been pasted 2 times. Okay, so this is the title, the selective trap of the civil services. So actually I should not deal with this, but I'm dealing with this article. So what it might be talking about, what is this trap of civil services? Come on. Yes, yes, it is about coaching institutes. So why it is in news? Because of recent incident which happened in Delhi. And apart from that, even you can see like in UPSC, so we will be thinking that this UPSC is one of the most credible, right? Yes or no? So here, if you're preparing for other state government examinations, so I should not say here. Okay, it is not the right platform. But what happening in the state service examinations is, what is happening? You know the reality. So postponing of examinations and even paper leak and even the post will be get sold for certain prices, right? So here we are depending on this UPSC, that we are thinking that at least this UPSC is credible. But recently some events of Pooja Kedkar and even one more person, because of this, what? Disabled certificate. So we are even losing this credibility of civil services. So that is the thing which mainly given, and this article is mainly focusing on coaching institutes, how they are trapping students. So here this article is saying that yes, selective nature of civil services. So once you start the civil service preparation, so if you want to come out also, you will be not. Yes, this is the true. So you will be feeling that yes, I have to crack only this examination. I will be not applying for any other examination. So it is like a selective trap, and actually many people, they will be having lots and lots of aspirations and as well as obsession. So because of this, they will be choosing this career because of the respect, because of everything. Okay, I don't want to talk here. So because of everything here, many students, they will be selecting this civil services as their career. So here if you see the market dynamics, so if you compare the private job and government job, so who will be having more craze? Government job. Yesterday I saw one image, like if the private person who is getting 70,000 salary also, he will be sitting like this, but government job, even if he's getting 25,000 rupees salary, he will be like enjoying his life. So now, yeah, you only posted, I think so, right? You see what our students is saying, for government job, the nice bride will be getting, it seems. Okay. So here if you see the market dynamics, now the government jobs, if you're comparing with this private jobs, so government jobs is having the more craze. So because of this, students, they want to crack this examination for their bright future. And next one is, if you see in this case of civil services, now because of some recent incidents, we understood that there are some systemic failures in this organization itself. And even you know that UPSC chairman had been resigned. Okay, after once this Pooja Kedkar issue came out. Okay, we don't know what happened. Okay, so that is the thing. And next one here is, if you're talking about the coaching industry exploitation, so here for many aspirants, so whatever they need, for example, so even they don't want the classes because they can read from the books if they are having some basic knowledge. But even though if you go to any coaching center, so they are charging lakhs and lakhs rupees of fees, and they won't even bother whether you're coming to the classes or not. And even they won't give you the recorded classes to refer after your once coaching is done, and they will be not conducting the test. So test and understanding the syllabus and even practicing and proper mentoring. So these are the 4 important things that many aspirants will be expecting when they are joining the coaching, but they will be not getting those things. So because of this, yes, now many coaching centers are doing exploitation regarding this, getting more and more returns. For example, you can take in some institutes of Hyderabad, so they will be charging separately for your classes. And if you want to get the mentorship, they will be charging separately. If you want answer writing, again separately. If you want test series, again separately. So in this way, here coaching industry is starting exploiting by creating a cycle of dependency and financial strain, right? So that is the thing which mainly said, but that is not happening here. And next one is, even whenever students they start preparing for UPSC, if they are not clearing in at least 2 or 3 attempts, then what happens? Obviously, they will be getting mental health issues. But you guys, who are students of Rathods IS Academy, you should clear this examination with not more than 2 attempts. So if you're dedicated, then I can give a clarity that within first attempt itself you can clear. Okay. So you should not get any mental health issues. Okay, so whenever you are getting mental health issues, you need a support system. So that's a support system you will be not getting, even from your family. Okay, so be careful. So whenever you decided to start this coaching and whenever you want to aspire for the civil services, you need to be dedicated, you need to be consistent. So if you are getting up, for example, morning 5 today, so every day you have to get up at that time. For example, if you are reading 6 to 7 hours a day, so continue that. So don't read 12 hours 13 hours per day and next day, yesterday I read very high, so today I will be taking rest. So don't keep that mindset for sure. Okay, so that is the mindset many students will be having. So you have to come out of that. So if you are reading at least 3 hours today, try to read that 3 hours tomorrow also. So that is a consistency, it is very much required. And that is the thing which mainly given here. So see this article, President approves 4 Kirti Chakras and 18 Shauri Chakras. So do you know about these awards, Gallantry awards, anyone? No idea. Have you heard at least these words, Shauri Chakra, Kirti Chakra? Yes, no? So this topic which comes under Gallantry awards. So in 2022 prelims, UPSC asked this question regarding the different awards during peacetime and during wartime. Okay. So if you see this article, it is saying that, so 4 Kirti Chakras and 3 of them is posthumous and 18 Shauri Chakras, out of these 4 are posthumous. They are among 103 Gallantry awards approved by our president to armed forces. So one is, it is given for armed forces, second one is CAPF, Central Armed Police Forces, on eve of Independence Day. So what is the meaning of this posthumous? Posthumous, after death. So after death also they will be getting these awards. So have you seen these reels, like after death their wives will be wearing white saree and they will be receiving and they will be like, no? So that is called as posthumous. So here you have to focus on this word called as Gallantry awards. So Gallantry awards will be given by our government of India. For what? For what these awards will be given? For what? Come on. Yes, for their acts of bravery and sacrifice of officers. So sir said no. So they will be challenging the death at that border whenever they are getting challenged. So for that bravery and for their sacrifice, so they are sacrificing their family, they are sacrificing their happiness, everything at our border, and they are guarding our border for our happiness. So for their bravery, for their sacrifice, yes, this armed forces, they will be getting these awards. Okay. So here if you see, so earlier we used to have 3 Gallantry awards, that is Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra and Veer Chakra. And our government of India on 26 January 1950, they were deemed to be affected from 1947, 15 August. Actually, so these were the first set of Gallantry awards which came up by India after we got independence. And after that, other 3 Gallantry awards were added, that is Ashoka Chakra class 1, Ashoka Chakra class 2, class 3. And actually, they came into effect from 1952 onwards, and later on we are having from now Ashok Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Shauri Chakra. So they are from 1967 onwards, we are having these 3. So now this article is talking about Kirti Chakra and as well as Shauri Chakra. So if you are talking about this Gallantry awards, we are having 2 types of awards. First one is wartime and second one is peacetime. So wartime is nothing but the people who participated in war, they will be getting these awards, and peacetime means it is given for the bravery whenever they are not participated even in the wars. So these are the 2 types of awards in this. And here you can see these awards, how they will look like. So in war time, so we have Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra. And you can see the symbols. On the symbols, the question asked. So what is there on that so-and-so medal? And next one is peacetime. We have Ashok Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. So you have to see these also. Lines, how they are divided. So on this you will be getting question. Okay. They are based on the, what is that, seniority, like that. Rank. Okay, so here you can see another article. India to host third Voice of Global South virtual meet. So the key word here is you have to focus on Global South. So what is this Global South, Global North, any idea? Don't say Southern Hemisphere and Northern Hemisphere. Okay, apart from that, say something. What is this Global South? So actually, this is equator, this is North Pole, this is South Pole, right? So this comes under your Northern Hemisphere. This part comes under Southern Hemisphere. This is the thing that you studied in your geography. But this is not the concept related to this geography, this Global South. So Global South is nothing but the countries which are less developed and less developing, least developed and less developed countries they are part of. Okay, developed countries, they comes under part of Global North, and developing and least developed countries, they comes under part of Global South. Now tell me, India is part of Global South. Okay, so it is not the concept which is related to geography. So if you see what is the meaning of Global South, it refers to the countries they often characterized as developing and less developed or underdeveloped, primarily where they located in continents of Africa and Asia. And apart from that, even many of you think that America is developed, right? So we have Latin America, which is developed and less developing. Okay, developing and as well as less developed, it is a part of Global South. So you can get a question like, consider the following and which are the part of Global South. And if you see this America, you will be simply striking off, right? So here, this Latin America is also part of your Global South. It is very important, where you will be getting confused in the examination hall. And these nations, they are typically experiences very high level of poverty. And next one is income inequality. And even they will be having very challenging living conditions compared to that of wealthier nations of Global North. Okay, so Global North contains very richer, that means developed countries. They are mostly North America, Europe, and also Oceania, which comes under your Australia, right? So elsewhere, so you can include all richer nations into this Global North. Yes, Latin America and Central America. So here we have North America, South America, small part will be there, no connection. That part, Central America and North Latin America. Okay, so see this article. 3 more Ramsar wetland sites now in India, taking total to 85. So what is this Ramsar site? You have done in your environment. Tell me now, what is this Ramsar sites? Huh? Yeah, what is the meaning of wetland? Wetland? Okay. So examples of wetlands? Examples of wetlands. Are you preparing dosha or chapati, pulka? What are you preparing? Tell me, what are the examples of wetlands? Huh? Chilika Lake. Next, that means lakes. Next, even paddy fields comes under wetlands. No, why are you thinking that much? You should not think like this. You should be very fast. Whenever I will be asking any question, you have to answer within seconds, like supercomputers. Your brain should be like a supercomputer. So tell me the examples of supercomputers of India. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow? So are going to start that. Shameless fellows. Okay, see here. So India has designated 3 additional wetlands in Ramsar sites. So at least please note down this. So these 3 new sites are, first one is Nanjarayan and next one is Kazuveli Bird Sanctuaries. They are in Tamil Nadu. So 2 from Tamil Nadu and 1 is from Madhya Pradesh, that is Tawa Reservoir. Okay, Tawa Reservoir. Next one is Nanjarayan and Kazuveli bird sanctuaries are from Tamil Nadu. So you'll be getting a question like on one side Ramsar site and on other side state, and they will be giving you pairs. So now here Tawa from Tamil Nadu or Nanjarayan from Kerala. So like that they will be giving the pairs. They won't give 1 or 2. They will be giving at least 4. And they will be asking you to identify either correct pairs or incorrect pairs. And in options, it may be 1, 2, 1, 3 like that, or else you will be getting only 1 pair is correct, only 2 pairs are correct, only 3 pairs of correct, and 4 pairs of correct. That will be much more confusing. So in this way, you have to be prepared for your examination. Okay? Huh? Yeah. So you have to see even one more type of question is, which of the following wetlands added in 2024? That type of questions you will be getting. Do you know this World Heritage Sites? Yeah. So in 2024, the question that came was, which of the following added in 2023? Okay. So you have to know the recent and relevant examples as well. So because of this 1.5 years of current affairs is must to write your exam. Okay. So here if you see the details, it says that whenever we are adding more and more number of sites under this Ramsar, then we can understand that yes, our government is committed towards wetland conservation, which is very essential for maintaining of biodiversity and as well as ecosystem. What is biodiversity? What is biodiversity? Okay, different. Oh, plant and flora is same. Okay, flora and fauna. Okay. So even it will be very helpful for boosting of our local tourism. So whenever tourism is boosted, obviously economy will be boosted because it will be creating some local employment opportunities and even community engagement. And next one is even it will be very much helpful for identifying the geographical diversity as well. And next one is whenever we are moving from one state to another state, the diversity will be changed. It is not same. So we can understand the state-wise diversity as well, so that we can have the more knowledge on regional biodiversity. And next one is we can also meet this international standards. So where is this Ramsar is located, in which place? Yes, Iran. So we can follow this Ramsar criteria so that we can show that yes, we are following international commitments. So here we are following global environmental standards so that we can enhance our position in international stature in conservation of environment and wildlife. And even we can understand that whenever there is increasing of sites, so we can understand that there is a long-term commitment as well. Okay, so whenever any site which is listed under this Ramsar list, then they will be getting proper funds so that that will be helpful for overall enrichment of biodiversity and as well as conservation, etc. So here, can you tell me which country is having more Ramsar sites? Do you know this basic data? Okay. So actually whenever we are including any site as Ramsar site, it will be very helpful for taking steps for maintenance of our ecology. And overall there are 2,400 Ramsar sites which is covering 2.5 million square kilometers of area among 171 countries. And world's first site, do you know this world's first Ramsar site? That is Cobar Peninsula in Australia, which was designated in the year 1974. And next one is which countries having more number of Ramsar sites is UK and as well as Mexico. And next one is Bolivia, which has its largest area under Ramsar protection. Right? So these are the basic facts you have to know if you are preparing for other competitive examination, but UPSC is not asking this. But for basic understanding, you need to know this. So these are the important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I'm concluding, and in our academy, economy is going to be started from August 20th onwards. Okay, so if you're interested to take foundation course here, you can contact me on this number which is given on the screen. That is 8074765513. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please do like this class and share this class to your friends. and don't forget to subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy.